welcome to another video. I think that this is my first sit down video of the year because previously, this has been my first week back at work. Last week and over Christmas, I was out doing fun things so I could vlog, and vlogging was really cool. But now I'm back at work, I want to do more of these sit down videos. I'm definitely going to be mixing the vlogs in there though. We're talking today about styling, and I'm talking specifically about the point in the year where, although we're still cold, if you're in the northern hemisphere anyway, it's still cold, but we're starting to think about spring, summer. Even though it feels ages away, you sort of want to move from that autumn phase of being really wrapped up to still being wrapped up, but starting to take the layers off, maybe to do more layering with thin items. I've got a few items here that I think you're really gonna like. Everything is based on like a pinky, maroon, black theme. That wasn't on purpose, it's just things that I found recently that I've loved. The first thing is this jumper. This is the softest baby pink colour. This is a wool cashmere mix. It's what I like about it, and what I like about this time of year is, as I mentioned there, I want to start taking the layers off. In autumn and sort of leading up to Christmas, I love sort of wearing big thick jumpers, big thick scarves, thick coats, but at this point in the year I want to start feeling fresher. I want to start layering more where I can wear thinner items but more of them, so that I still feel warm but I'm not as bulky. This is actually quite a thin knit, but it's incredibly warm. It's also really feminine, but I'm personally not someone who typically wears like lots of pink. You can make this as edgy or not as you want to. The jeans that I've paired this with here are my favourite jeans. You're probably sick to death of me talking about them. I would show you them, but I'm actually wearing them at the moment. They are from Rag & Bone. They're very comfortable. They're sort of like a mid-rise. So again, if you want something that's quite comfortable, it doesn't sit too low down, but it's not a high-rise either. These are a really comfortable jean. The coat that you just saw there, which is one that I am loving, and I can't believe what I'm going to tell you this is from. This is from Zara. This is a duffel coat, and it's got military braiding up the front, but it's also got it on the sleeves. One thing that I particularly love about this is the faux fur on the hood looks so good that it looks like it could be real. Very often I find that the faux fur doesn't look great, it doesn't look amazing quality, and I think for the last 2 years, I've been looking for a very good quality faux fur mink type of jacket or coat, and I found it so difficult to find one that when it actually turns up it looks like quality. It is like faux, but it looks really good. It's very glossy, it's a black fur. With most of the things that I wear and with most of the things that I show you, I try and find things that have got a classic appeal to them. There's something about them whereby in a couple of years time it's classic enough you can still wear it, and for me personally that is the key thing when I'm buying anything for my wardrobe, is that I don't want to have to be buying new this time next year. I want to be able to go to my wardrobe and I've already got a load of things there that look great on, I feel comfortable in, and maybe I just need to update some of like the knits and stuff, which can go a bit funny when you wash them. But things like coats, I love classics. The item that I've been styling it with is this. This is totally up to your preference and your budget, whether you want to do this. This is the Chanel Jumbo that I got for my birthday. Been using it loads recently, and it's a bag that I've really been enjoying. This is something that I find that I do quite a lot, and for me I feel like it works. So I will mix inexpensive to mid-level priced clothing with higher end accessories. It can take an outfit from sort of looking like it might be sort of around £100 to looking like it could be more, because I think with a lot of designer branded clothes you can go and spend, I don't know, £3,000 on a Chanel jacket, but it's not necessarily going to be in a cut that this time next year, because they cut them based on the designs and the styles that are in that current season. Very often they don't last the test of time, but I think that if you invest instead in your accessories and then mix and match your accessories with different items from like the high street, I think that's a really good way of doing it. I'm going to move on now from knitwear and jeans into wearing more dresses. Now, dresses for me is not something that I typically feel comfortable in. I'm 5'8", and most of the time when I get dresses through in the post, or if I go and try them on in a shop, they come up so short on me that I just don't feel comfortable wearing them, and that's another reason why I tend to avoid them. But this dress here, I want to show you this. This is from Temperley. I basically, last week, I spent a bit of time, I've never shopped on the Outnet before. I have seen things on there before, or maybe I have shopped on there before, I don't know. Anyway, I had a rummage around it and I found some really good things. I found the jumper that you saw, but I also found this dress, and it's in this maroon colour, which I personally love maroon on me. I like wearing creams, maroons, blacks and navy blues. And this colour, I just feel like it suits so many people. It has got long sleeves. I'm really all about long sleeve dresses. As you probably saw, I wore a couple over Christmas that I included in different videos then. I love a long sleeve dress. The reason why I picked this is great, not just for winter, but also for spring, summer. Can you see it's sort of like laser cut? So it's got detailing around here. It also scallops in at the waist, and then it's got the same thing along the bottom of the hem. This in the summer would be absolutely beautiful. It's a scuba type material, so it's very fitting, but it's not clingy. What I did with it here is I actually wore it over the top of thermals. I think I said this to you before in a vlog that I did last week, but I found thermals in Marks and Spencer's. They're incredibly thin, but they're incredibly warm. You put them on and you literally feel warm the moment you put them on. In fact, it was really weird because when I filmed this, it was a really cold day and I felt warmer wearing the thermals with this dress than I did when I wore the knit jumper with the jeans. So it just goes to show that these things really work. But as I say, in spring, summer, when you don't need the thermals, you're gonna see skin through here, and so it's gonna look really, really pretty. The jacket that I wore that with is this one. It's one that you've seen before, but it's one that I wanna talk about again, because if you are a fan of the Balmain jackets, this is a really good option. This is from Pierre Balmain, which is their sort of lesser expensive line. This is a slightly longer coat, but it's like a blazer type material. This for me is a staple thing to have in my wardrobe, and it's nowhere near the, what is it, £1,200 that the shorter Balmain blazers are. This was about £750. I know it's still a shit ton of money, but it's not as much. And if you want something classic, if you want something that you can have it in the wardrobe, you can put this on. It's amazingly well cut. It literally makes you feel $1 million when you're wearing it. But equally, if you ever want to sell this, eBay, it's a good brand. It's in a style that people want. I don't think you'd have too much problem selling it. This is a scarf that I got from Gucci. I really recommend their scarves. I did a video on the Louis Vuitton monogram shawls, and I did that over a year ago, and for some reason that video started coming up a lot recently, and I've had loads of you saying, oh, I really wanted to get this scarf, but you said it pulls really badly. What do you recommend instead? Personally, I really recommend the Gucci scarves. They're very well made. They're nowhere near as expensive as the Louis Vuitton ones. And I've had Gucci scarves that I bought. My first Gucci scarf I bought in 2007, 2008. I've still got that scarf now, and that scarf still looks decent. This is one that I got most recently, and I like it because it's sort of got this double-sidedness to it. It's got like a blue-grey that side, and then when you flip it the other way, it's got more of a sort of taupey brown on the inside. This against the red of that dress, I love the contrast. But equally, this scarf is so snuggly, it's so warm, it works as well with the bag, with the coat, the whole thing just sort of ties together. So it's just like another idea of if you want to wear a dress at this period while we kind of complete winter and go into spring, then things like this are a really good way of doing it. And I've also teamed it up with a pair of nude gloves that I've got. These are really old, but I will link to something really similar below. The final accessory is this cute little beanie hat. I am getting really seriously into hats at the moment. This is from Karl Lagerfeld. I think this was like about £40. I feel like it was about that. It wasn't a lot anyway. It was definitely under £100. It's very warm. You can get it in baby pink as well with black. And can you see it's like got a little cat on the front of it. I've kept footwear deliberately really simple in both looks. In the first look where you see jeans, I've styled them with these. They're just really plain black court shoes. These I was fortunate enough to have been given for Christmas. These are from Chanel. They're a style that you could replicate from many brands, and actually I don't know if you can still get these, but Laurent have got a version that is very, very similar and really seriously cute, so I'll link those below. The second footwear item, I've been loving these all through autumn and winter. They're my Stuart Weitzman boots. These are the Highland thigh-high boots. They're the ones without the platform. The reason for me why the Stuart Weitzman thigh-high boots are better than the rest is because I've got a pair of thigh-high boots that look pretty much the same, but when you put them on, they're loose. They don't fit my leg, which is actually quite unflattering. You don't realise it until you look back. but they don't look very flattering. They're not particularly tight. The benefit to the Stuart Weitzman boots is that they are like a tight but very thin glove. They're very warm, but they actually properly fit the contours of your legs. And you can also do them up. There's like a little cute little bow on the back where you can do them up. They're one boot that I put off buying for ages because I thought, seriously, can they really be worth over £600? And the difference between the thigh highs that I got from River Island and the thigh highs that I got from Stuart Weitzman, the difference is massive. You feel amazing in them. They're not loose, they're not baggy, and I think that looseness and that bagginess can almost make them look a little bit frumpy, but when they're tight and when they fit you, they just look amazing. So they are my ideas for things that you can wear into the new year if you're just at that point where you're looking to update your wardrobe. I will link to everything below. I hope you've enjoyed this and I've given you some inspiration. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.